Hey there, welcome to week 8. Week 8 we're going to focus on antibiotics, specifically antibiotic resistance, and the mechanisms that bacteria use or can utilize to become resistant to antibiotics. Now, antibiotic resistance comes through mutation and adaptation via the bacteria. That's what the bacteria do. They see the antibiotic, they live in it, they are exposed to it, and they can figure out how to work around being in that toxic environment, and so it's no longer toxic and they're no longer killed. A lot of this antibiotic resistant concern comes from agriculture and the use of antibiotics in agriculture, not as a means of treating infection, but rather as a means of increasing growth. So then the animals become bigger, the farmers can make more money that way because their animals are bigger when they sell them. But that's causing major issues in the war against antibiotic resistance. So you have several videos to look through. There's a PowerPoint presentation, maybe 5 or 6 slides that goes through the different mechanisms that bacteria use to become antibiotic resistant, and gives you a couple of diagrams of that process, so hopefully that will make a pretty good sense. About a 13-minute video on agriculture and antibiotic use there. And then at the very end, there is a video that is titled, What Do We Do When Antibiotics Don't Work? And this is also kind of a lengthy video, maybe 15 minutes. I'm not exactly sure of the time frame. But this talks about what happens when you can't treat bacterial infections anymore because you don't have an antibiotic that works. So this is not meant for you to be scared or to scare you, but rather to give you an appreciation of what's going on out there and maybe how we can alter our ways as society and try to combat this problem before it becomes a major issue. So also this week you have your controlling microbe growth presentation. A few of you submitted that last week for me to look over, and those were actually pretty good. Those need to be posted by Friday. All right, that gives me a couple of extra days to grade them, but also want you guys to get on the move and get those put together so that it doesn't hang over your head. If there is an extreme circumstance that doesn't allow you to get it finished by Friday, please let me know. Then next week, what you will have is a fairly decent discussion forum assignment of responding to at least 3 other presentations. So you will need to make time to look at those presentations, whether it's a 2-page, 3-page paper to read through, whether it is a PowerPoint presentation to scroll through. 50 points is the assignment for this week, the actual posting of that presentation, and the next week you have 20 points worth of, or based on that, your response. All right, there will be a quiz at the end of this week over the antibiotic resistance, and then a discussion forum. The discussion forum is fairly basic. You can start that as soon as you work through all of the material for this week. It's basically your response to this week of listing 2 major worries that you have, 2 concerns, 2 things that you find interesting, and then you have to respond to 2 other posts as well. So everything for this week is due by Sunday, this coming Sunday, except for your Controlling Microbial Growth project, which is officially due Friday. So please let me know if you have any questions for this week. I will be working through grading your quizzes and exams from last week. I think I had everything graded up through what was posted on Friday. So that will be my focus today and tomorrow. All right, I hope you guys have a great week, and email if you have any questions.